Hello everyone, and welcome back to Brandy's Black Owned Guide, where I review Black owned products and businesses and give you my honest feedback. So what I'll be doing today is using some of the Black owned spices from my last video to make little tea sandwiches or finger sandwiches for a little tea setup so that I can review some Black owned teas in the next video. First thing, before I get set up here, I have some chicken broth boiling right here. Since this is only going to be a party of 4 for the tea party, I am only going to do just this one chicken breast. Should be plenty to make a curry chicken tea sandwich. And that'll just boil while we are making the other dishes. While I have my chicken boiling, I'm gonna get started with the cucumber sandwich. All of my vegetables have already been rinsed off and ready to go. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a spoon and just take the insides out of the cucumber, and it should come off really easy. The inside of the cucumber is very watery, and I don't want it to water down our bread for our tea sandwiches. Like that. Make little thin slices. You can also use a mandolin if you wanted to use a mandolin. I'm gonna just sprinkle some salt. The salt helps to drain the moisture out of the cucumber. And I just have some apple cider vinegar that I'm going to just pour on the cucumbers. Just a little slice of onion. Very thin, very little slices, because again, we don't want to bulk up the sandwiches as much as possible. Just get the onion right into there. So while we're waiting on the chicken to boil for the chicken curry sandwiches, I'm gonna start on the cream cheese mixture for our salmon sandwiches. What I'm taking is a little cream cheese. My cream cheese has been sitting at room temperature so it can get nice and soft. And then I have some chives here into our cream cheese. I have a little fresh dill. I'm just gonna use a little bit because again, I just have a little mixture. It's only gonna be 4 of us. Put a little of that fresh dill in there. Now I'm going to use the Fish Lover's Spice from Healthy on You so this has salt, this has dried dill and some other spices. This will spread right on the bread, and then we'll top it with the salmon. For cheese sandwiches, I use white bread. You can use any bread that you like, but I just stick with the traditional white bread for the tea sandwich. And I always put a layer of butter down on my tea sandwiches because it helps to just keep the moisture away from the actual bread as well. So, get a little of the cream cheese spread. Smooth it, nice and smooth. Smooth that right on. So we have our bread, and then we're just going to lay the salmon right in the square. Just gonna throw a little more of the seasoning on. Top it. Okay, so now this is the important thing, is to have a bread knife. A bread knife is really important so that you get nice, crisp edges. And you don't want to press down and cut. What you want to do is just kind of soft. Just out of a piece of bread, you should be able to get 3 sandwiches. You can actually make these cucumbers the night before if you wanted to marinate them a little bit longer, but for the sake of time, I'm going to just pull out some that I'm going to use for the sandwiches. Should just be a couple. And put the rest back in. So now again, I'm going to take some of this cream cheese. Put that in there. I'll put the rest of that. I'm going to do a little scoop of mayo. Actually, I'm going to throw in a little bit of the lavender sea salt. And I'm just going to spread the mixture. Again, just in the middle part. And again, with the cucumbers, just place them in there. You don't want to overcrowd it. You don't want it to be too big. Just a nice amount. Give it a little pat. Chop those, give it a little pat. And we're just going to cut the edges off. A good tip to keep your sandwiches nice and moist while you're making your other sandwiches is to, or if you're making these the night before, is to just dampen a cloth or a paper towel, and just so it's nice and damp, not dripping because you don't want to make your bread soggy. And then just lay it right over the sandwiches, and you can put it right into the fridge. So we're now going to get ready to make the chicken curry. I already have the onions in the bowl. Now I'm going to do a little stalk of celery. Thinly slice the celery up. And we'll put that right into the bowl. So we'll also put some dried cranberries. Some mayo into the bowl. Okay. The chicken should be done. So typically I would let this cool before I put it into the mixture, but for the sake of just showing you guys the recipe, I'm gonna put it on in here. But you just wanna let this cool off a bit before putting it into your mayo mixture. So this is NYX curry powder that I'm using. Just gonna put a little sprinkle in here. And a little sprinkle of salt. See? Turns this nice pale yellow color. Not making it too bulky. And cut. So I can show you guys a little finger sandwich. I'll eat this messy one, try it out. That's really good. The seasoning of the curry mixed with the mayo and the cranberries for a little sweet. So today we made 3 sandwiches. The chicken curry sandwich, we made a cucumber sandwich, and the salmon and cream cheese sandwich. So I have those chilling in the refrigerator so that I can go change and then get ready to set the table for my, and I'll also have the link below to purchase the spices as well. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you very soon in the next video as I set up the table for tea time.